Okay, good evening and good afternoon and good night, maybe good morning to some of the folks who are joining us overseas. My name is Chris Swayze. I'm your CEO and founder, the creator and presenter of this program tonight. You're in for a treat. So sit back, get your seatbelts on, and let's get started. Okay, so let's share this. All right, ladies and gentlemen, what I'm going to share with you tonight is something absolutely phenomenal that just was birthed recently, and we found ourselves changing lives all over the world right away. Okay, the company that I'm going to share with you is phenomenal, and most of the people that are here tonight, they already know that this company is making waves. Folks, I'm going to introduce to you right now Quicksilver Cash. And Quicksilver Cash is everything you've ever wanted in a progressive company. Now, folks, tonight you're also going to hear about QSC Global, and that's our feeder program to Quicksilver Cash. QSC Global is the program that's taking us throughout the world at light speed. Okay, so now here's your chance to be a part of the greatest opportunity on the planet, Quicksilver Cash. Folks, we have a secret to our success, and that is Quicksilver Cash is a member-based referral program. So when anyone asks you, what is this, what kind of business, what kind of company, you let them know this is a member-based referral program. And our proven time leverage system has been used by banks and financial organizations to create wealth for decades now. And from this, we've formulated our very own success blueprint. Folks, it is a very duplicable cash flow generator. There's no selling required. We do it for you. There's no purchasing quotas. So, you know, once you buy, you don't have to buy again. It's a one-time out-of-pocket ever. And there's no heavy recruiting requirement. Now, folks, if you're a heavy recruiter, you will be rewarded for every person you bring to the table. But for the average folks, you only need to bring 2 people. And you know what? If everyone brought 2, this is a perfect system. But for those who like to recruit, I promise you, you will be rewarded for that. Now, everyone can succeed by following the blueprint. And the blueprint's very simple, but let me tell you a little bit about us before we get into the blueprint. Folks, we were founded August the 10th, 2018. That's just last year. And our member base has already grown throughout Canada, the USA, Tanzania, Nigeria, Kenya, Namibia, Botswana, Australia, Mexico, England, Costa Rica, the Philippines, Germany, the Grenadines, Singapore, Jamaica. Folks, we're in St. Croix. That is the US Virgin Islands. We are in Grenada. Folks, we are spreading all across Africa. We are looking at all the countries that you would never imagine that Quicksilver Cash would be a part of. But I'm telling you right now, if you want to be a part of another country and take us there, we're all for it. Because we're already in 20 countries, but folks, the world is our oyster. We make you one promise, and our promise is this: it only takes you and 2 to go through to the top position in our program, and that is called titanium. Folks, the blueprint is very simple. I promised you we'd share that. Our marketing strategy was designed with you in mind, and a simple concept with the single purpose of helping you to achieve success. If you follow our blueprint, you will be successful. Let's talk about getting started because, folks, every business that you get involved in, there is a startup cost. And in this business, it's very simple. Just a $100 USD out of pocket one time, and you are in business for life. That's what I'm saying, folks. For a mere $100 USD, you can be in business for life and earn our maximum amount over and over and over for the rest of your life, okay, without ever putting another dime in the program. Folks, there's 2 great programs that we have, but only one small entry fee. A one-time $100 USD gets you in the first program. And when you cycle 3 times in the first program, you will earn a fully paid position in program number 2, and that's worth $500 USD. Isn't that cool? Okay, so let's break it down. Let's get started with program number 1. $100 USD, no membership fee, one time out of pocket, never pay again. For that $100, folks, this is the product that you're purchasing. You're purchasing $2,500 worth of online member services right away. So that means as soon as you get started, you have a password and a user ID, you log in, and there you have it. There's the member bonuses, $2,500 worth that you can use all the time and for the rest of your life with us. Folks, refer 2 friends who will do the same. So that means if you got started for 100 and you brought 2 friends, your 2 friends need to get started for 100 and bring 2 of their friends, and so on and so on. Now, you bringing 2 friends qualifies you for titanium, which is our top position, and that's the position where you start collecting money. Okay, so make sure you get your 2. That's our promise, you and 2, and you will go through to our top position, which is titanium. When you're at the top, that's about 7 days it takes you to get there. You will start collecting $500 USD. Okay, so when you get to the top, that makes you, hey, you could be the CEO for a day, for a week, however long it takes you and your team to bring in 8 members. You will be the CEO that gets paid. I'm going to tell you how you get paid. Of course, you're going to start collecting $500 USD. And then when you cycle out and receive an automatic $100 USD for reentry, that gives you the opportunity to do it again and again and again, because yes, we're paying that $100 for you to get back in after you got your 500. How cool is that? Okay, so on your 3rd cycle, now this is for the members who are just getting started in program number 1. For the ones that are already in program number 2, the 3rd cycle, you get paid. The 4th, you get paid. 5th. But for the new members that come in program number 1, your 3rd cycle enters you into program number 2. Program number 2 is a mandatory program that you don't have to pay for out of your pocket. It's out of your 3rd cycle. Now watch this. Let's break down program number 2. Program number 2 is $400 USD, which pays for $400 in American prepaid gift cards. So we're talking about Exxon, we're talking about 7-Eleven, we are talking about Lowe's, we're talking about Home Depot, we're talking about every company, Shell, whatever, Kroger, whoever has a prepaid gift card, that's what you're purchasing, and that's purchased from your benefits in program number 1. So you also get a $100 lifetime membership, also paid for by cycle number 3 in program 1. So that's a total of $500. That's 1 cycle in program 1. That's what's paying for program number 2. So now you get 2 referrals from program number 1. Remember you referred them over here in program number 1? Well, when they upgrade, they will follow you because their 3rd cash out pays for their position in program number 2 following you. Isn't that cool? All right, so you will now qualify for the top position. Once again, in program number 2, just like program 1, the top position is titanium. But this titanium position pays a lot more. Okay, let's see how much more. When you're at the top, it takes about 3 to 4 weeks for you to get there. You will start collecting $1,600 USD plus $400 USD prepaid gift cards and an automatic $400 reentry to do it all again. Now look at that. The company is spending $2,400 US dollars on you because you're in this program. This is amazing, folks, and people are doing this all the time. Okay, so this is really cool, and it's not money out of your pocket because all you ever paid was, look back in program 1, $100 bought you all of this. Okay, and you will cycle both programs simultaneously. So this is also really cool because as you're cycling cycle 4, cycle 5, cycle 6 in program 1, you're cycling once or twice in program number 2, and this goes on forever. You will continually cycle in program 1, as we will be paying that $100 for you to get back in every time you cycle, and you'll be cycling all the time in program 2, as we will be paying that $400 for you to come back in and do it all again and again. Now, folks, you may ask, do I have to sponsor 2 people over and over again? Well, if you do that, things move along faster. But what I do have to tell you is that the 2 people that you sponsor in the beginning, they follow you for life. So they will qualify you over and over again. We'll elaborate on that as we go through the presentation. Folks, I want you to build a strong team. You see, since our reach is global and online, your leaders can be anywhere on the planet. Remember the countries that we mentioned? Costa Rica, Jamaica, England. We mentioned Germany. We mentioned Australia, Mexico. Folks, Tanzania, Botswana. There's so many countries out there, but there's so many that we have not reached. So reach out and find your leaders all over the world. Now, let's get into the money, the meat and potatoes of our program. This is why you're here, okay? Sure, you got involved for $100, so you took a silver position on your sponsor's success blueprint. And this is a success blueprint. This is what it looks like, folks. There's 1 titanium, there's 2 platinums, there's 4 golds. But then there's 8 empty silver positions that are worth $100 each. Do you notice that? So if you count the 8 positions at $100 each, that's $800. That's what's coming into the system every time there is a success blueprint. And out of that $800, the titanium will collect $500. Folks, where'd the other $300 go? Well, 2 of the $100 go to the company, and the other one pays for this titanium to come back in. So this is really cool. Your journey begins right here when you pay your $100 to get into the program with no membership fee. That's all it costs you. You'll get a silver position on your sponsor's success blueprint, and the 8 silver positions must fill and refill 3 times for you to get to titanium. Now, what does that mean? You got started in silver, silver number 1. So what's really amazing about getting started here is that you need 2. So you get your 2. So let's say all of this fills. Different people bring in people, okay? And 8 fills here. So the whole system splits and you end up in gold, okay? So these 4 will end up in these 4 gold positions on a new success blueprint, and these 4 on another success blueprint, okay? Simply because they go up to gold, and then there's 8 new silver positions every time you get promoted. So let's say you went from silver to gold. That's 8 people came in. Now 8 people come in again, you went from gold to platinum. 8 people come in again, you went from platinum to titanium. Now folks, think about this. That will take about a week to happen if everyone gets there too. But it can happen even faster and faster. But let's talk about if 4 come in, the system splits in half. You see where this line is? That's a timeline, folks. So everyone on this side is responsible for these 4 so that someone can be promoted to titanium. And everyone on this side are responsible for these 4. Isn't that cool? Okay, so it makes it simple that if this side runs away, we don't penalize the person going to titanium. He will get there while these guys are still working with this titanium to cycle him out and create a new. Well, let's see how it works. I'll show you all of that. So the fastest way to get to the top to become titanium is really cool. So if you got started right away, remember our promise, you and 2, and you'll go through. Okay, so you got started and you took a silver position on your sponsor success blueprint. Well, right away, you brought someone else. This is your first referral. That's in silver number 2. Do you see that? Now, this is a unique scenario where these guys don't have any sales yet, okay? But I'll just show you this scenario on how fast you can get to titanium. So you brought in your third or the second person, which is the third one on this success blueprint. See right here? 1, 2, 3. Okay, so that's you and 2. That was our promise. But we need 1 more for you to get to titanium because the system splits at 4. So then you worked really hard and brought in another one. You didn't have to because all you need is 2 for your journey. Any of these guys here could have brought in this one. If you were the one with the first 2, date and time stamped, and no one else has 2, that means when this system splits in half, guess who goes to titanium? You! You will jump gold 1, gold 2, and platinum 1 to get to titanium. You know why? Because the system needs someone who has 2 referrals. And that was you. These guys were waiting around, going through natural progression, waiting for their week to pass to get their 2 people, and then end up here. Well, you got in right now. And you got excited and brought your 2 right now. And you got excited and brought a third one. I'll show you how this third one helps you on your next journey. Okay, so you become titanium, you will start collecting $500. How do you do that? You become titanium, and then these silver positions are empty. You know why? Because the 4 moved up to gold and created a new titanium, which was you. So now there's 8 empty silver positions on your success blueprint because it's new. These guys here, they're still with this titanium because they have to help him split this success blueprint. Do you get that? Okay, so you get a brand new one when you get promoted. Awesome. Okay, so now titanium in 3 simple steps. You and 2 and 1 more. And you go through to titanium. Isn't that cool? Because you got to split the success blueprint right here in half. Don't worry about the other half. These guys are working with this titanium for someone to be promoted here. But over here, you're promoted because you were first. Now, folks, if this platinum had his 2 before you had your 2, that means he's next. You get that? Date and timestamp means first come, first serve. Whoever has their 2 first. So now if gold 1 had their 2 before you, then they would go before you. Now if everyone had their 2, you would just be next. Platinum would go through real fast, gold 1, gold 2, and you'd be going through next as well. Okay, so that's how that works. But in a unique scenario like this, where no one has their 2, you go through. And you could do that in 15 minutes, you could do it in half an hour, you could do it in an hour, you could do it in a day. But folks, most people do it in a week. So if you did it in a day, you're doing fine. So once you become titanium, you start collecting $500 US and a $100 guaranteed reentry. Let me show you how that works. So let's look at the actual blueprint. This is the blueprint here. It shows differently in your back office. It looks more like, yes, there's a green on top, but then there's 2 platinums, the same thing, 4 golds, and 8 silver. It's the exact same thing. It just looks a little different, but the positions are the same. There are 8 silver positions to be filled. The golds are already taken, because remember, when these 4 get filled, they move up to gold, so they're already taken. And then the platinums, same thing. Okay, so now let's get started. Take a look at how the blueprint works. You came in, you took a silver position, and then you brought in 2. But you brought 1 more. So 4 constitutes a split. Okay, so now someone gets promoted to titanium. If it's you, then you are titanium. There you go, a new success blueprint. The shape looks a little different. It's the same thing. Look at this. 1 titanium, 2 platinums, 4 golds, and 8 empty silver positions. This is you. How do you collect $500? Well, you work with these 3, and you work with these 3, and they help you fill these positions. Each of these guys need 2 each. So what if all 6 got 2 each? That'd be 12. How many do you need? 8. Do you have more than enough staff to make this happen? Yes. So let's do the split down the center. All right? You've got 1 platinum and 2 golds. If they brought 2 each, that's 6. How many do you need over here? 4. See? You've got more than enough to make this happen. What about this guy? Over here, there's 3 people and 4 to fill here. If they each got 2, that's 6. How many do you need? 4. All right, so there's more than enough sales reps to help build this because everyone needs to get 2. You get it? Okay, so this titanium, back to this titanium. He's all excited because he earned 1, 2, the 3rd one went to the company, 3. So he earned $300. What's our promise? 500. How does he get 500? He goes back to work with these 3. And he says, hey guys, we got to get moving. So they brought in number 5. He keeps that. So he's got 4 now. Number 6, that goes to the company. He's still got 4. Number 7, that goes to him. He's got 5. What was the promise? $500 as titanium. But what do we do at sale number 8? Well, this one pays for titanium to come back in as a silver on his sponsor's success blueprint. So if his sponsor was here, he'd come back in the silver position to start his journey all again. Okay, isn't that cool? But these guys just filled this side, so someone has to be promoted to titanium, and this is what happens. A brand new success blueprint is made for this new titanium, whoever it is, whichever one of these guys had their 2 first, they would go here, and all the positions fill in succession. See, watch this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's 7 positions, right? So whichever one went to titanium, there's 6 others. So if one went to titanium, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 other positions. You see that? And all 8 of these silvers are empty. You've got to fill those positions in order to cycle out. Every blueprint works exactly the same, but there are different scenarios that make them work. Okay, so this is really cool, folks. If it's empty and no one has anybody, then the first person with 2 will go through. If any of these guys have 2 and this fills, whoever has the date and timestamp first goes up. If it's the platinum, he'll go up and we'll move up in natural progression. Do you see that? Okay, fantastic. This is day 1. You'll learn more a little bit later. So how to cash out? You get started for $100 USD. Now you bring in your 2 referrals, date and time stamped. When it's your turn to become titanium, you go to titanium and start collecting. You had to qualify by having 2 referrals. There's no other way to get to titanium. If you don't have 2 referrals, you'll never get to titanium. So get your 2 referrals. You don't have to do it right now, but if you do it right now, you get there faster. Who likes faster? Everybody does. Okay, so now when you become titanium, your team starts helping and building and bringing in 8 people, on each side 4. So you're going to earn as each person comes in. The first person comes in, you just earned $100. The second person comes in, you just earned $200. The third person came in, the company just earned $100. The fourth came in, you earned $300 total. Now the fifth comes in, you earned $400. The sixth, the company just earned another $100 for $200. The seventh, you just earned your $500. Folks, that's what the promise is, $500. The eighth comes in, and we pay for your reentry. That pays for you over and over and over again. You'll never take a dollar out of your pocket ever again. Now, folks, we talked about reentry. This is really cool. This is a true follow me system. Do you know what that means? It means that everyone that you refer, no matter when, will follow you over and over and over again. Every time they cycle through, the system finds you and makes them a qualifying sale for you. Isn't that cool? You never have to ask them for money, and they never have to take money out of their pocket. The system pays for it for everybody to come back in over and over. Well, you get the message. And over and over. And remember, you got involved. You became titanium. You collect $500. The system moved you out and paid for your reentry with the 8th sale on your success blueprint, and now you're back on your sponsor's success blueprint for $100 that we put in for you. But remember the third referral? It was called a pending referral, and that third one counts as 1 for you. So that means you only need 1 referral to make it to titanium again. And you know the scenario. If there's people before you, then yes, they'll go up before you. But if no one has their 2, you're in luck. You just need 1 more person. You get 1 more, and you go straight through to titanium when all 4 positions are filled on your side. Isn't that cool? All right, fantastic. So let's do the recap. Attend a briefing online or in person. You're here. Get started for $100 USD. There's no membership fee at this level. Share the opportunity with at least 2 people and make 2 referrals of $100 USD. Okay, so they do as you do, and they do as they do, and they do as they do as they do. Do you understand that? Everybody needs 2. No one is exempt. Okay, help your team do the same. Now, as you came in, you know how it works. Your teammates don't know everything. Your job is to help them get their 2 by being there for them as a leader, okay? And directing them to the help that they need to make this program work. So you help them do the same. And the beautiful thing about this, if you help them to cycle through, when they cycle through, guess what the system does? Makes them a brand new sale for you again. So that means they're helping you go through your next journey. That's why we do this, folks. Okay, so become titanium and collect. You start collecting $500 USD as the 8 members start coming in. And the 8th payment will give you a $100 USD re-entry. We pay for you to come back in. Folks, you can do it again and again and again and never take a dollar out of your pocket ever again. You know, we talked about the valuable member benefits, folks. This is really awesome because you paid $100 and you wonder, what did my $100 get for me? What's the product? They say. This is the product, folks. A product could be a product that you touch or a service that you use. So our product is a service. We give you $2,500 worth of useful online member benefits and services for your $100. So when you get someone started and they say, well, what am I buying? What's the product? You're getting $2,500 worth of useful online member benefits. And what do they include? Well, they include, but not limited to, success videos, learning languages if you want to learn German, if you want to learn French, promo certificates if you want to go somewhere, okay? Health and fitness. You want to get in shape? You want to learn about your body? Self-empowerment. Would you like to learn how to make more money in your life? How to make yourself a greater person? How to be well-liked? Cooking and recipes. Do you want to satisfy your family with nourishing meals? Are you looking to get healthy? Cooking and recipes is there. Your very own travel booking engine. Do you like to be private about booking your flights? And whatever you do, you can do it from the comfort of your home in your very own travel booking engine, and much, much more. Folks, there's so much more that you get for $2,500 value, and so much more for that $100 purchase. Okay, it's all there right away in your back office. You'll see it. It'll say member bonuses. You just click on it right there in your back office once you log in, after you pay. So when you get started, this is really cool, folks. Your sponsor will give you their link, and their link takes you to their page. It says your sponsor is so-and-so. And now you can sign up. You put your name, address, phone number, all of that stuff, create your user ID and your password, and you're good to go. Then you can email the company and ask the best ways to pay. I can tell you some of them. You can pay by email transfer. You can pay by bank deposit. You can pay by PayPal. You can pay by, what else do we have here? You can pay by, in the US and all over the world, you can send MoneyGram. You can send Western Union. Some people work together as a group and they may send a bank transfer. So that's a wire. You can do that. And we take Bitcoin. Quite a few Bitcoin payments have been coming in. So if you'd like to pay by Bitcoin, just let us know. We can do that as well. Okay, so now, once we activate you, you will have your very own access to your very own back office where you can see what we're all about and how this company actually works for you and how you get paid and what's going on with your members, your team, the genealogy. It's all there. State-of-the-art back office, but very simple. Folks, life change ahead. We know something is about to change. It's 2019, folks. Things change every year, and this time it's going to change in your favor. There's an opportunity for you to earn as much money as you've always wanted to earn, and in order for something to change, you need to change something in your life. But you also need to know not to let anything get in your way. Folks, this is your life. This is where you're going. Don't let anyone, those dream stealers, come around and tell you you can't make money, or that your company is no good, or that this will never work. Don't ever let them do that to you, because those are the people who things don't work for. That's why they try to tell you it won't work for you, because things don't work for them. But I'll tell you right here, there's enough people to prove to you that Quicksilver Cash is here to stay and this company works. Okay? Folks, my name is Chris Swayze. I'm your CEO and founder of Quicksilver Cash. I want to welcome you today and thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule. Our company is Quicksilver Cash. Our direct phone number is 437-775-CASH, which is 2274. quicksilvercash@gmail.com. You can send your queries there, and that's where you would also send your email transfers in Canada. And quicksilvercash.com tells you everything that I just said to you. Go to our website. You can see what we're all about and learn more about the company and about the founder and how this thing works. Folks, this is the opportunity of a lifetime. Take advantage of it. Get back to the person who brought you to this call and get started right away.